Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. A little while back, Redbull had a competition for the most intimidating fight stick. In this video, we're going to take a look at them. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, Redbull posted a video of their competition to their YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out. It's an amazing video. The competition was to build the most intimidating fight stick, and there were 3 competitors. The first competitor was Daniel Spies. They post a ton of arcade content on their YouTube channel. The second competitor is Russ Lyman, very well known in the retro gaming community, and they've created some really cool custom controllers. And the third competitor is Johnny Freys, who is very well known for making fight sticks and very well known in the fighting game community. I'm going to drop a link to all 3 of their YouTube channels in the description below, and I do recommend checking them out. All 3 competitors were building a fight stick for professional Tekken player Anakin, who was also judging the competition because they'd be using the fight stick. We'll take a look at Russ's fight stick first. To me, this one is absolutely gorgeous. It's a wooden box with a ton of detail. The theme of this stick is Pandora's box, which I think is incredibly fitting given the Halloween season. If we take a look at the top of this stick here, it's incredible the amount of artwork, the amount of detail that went into it. You have the sides here, which I think is supposed to be grass stains. It looks really, really good. The weathering on the wood, the hand coming up. I mean, this thing is themed extremely well, and we even have some wood burning in the bottom. On the front side of the stick, we've got a hand that looks like it's broken its way through the box, and you can even see the details around the hand here to really drive that point home. The cutout is really good. And even the details in the chain here, this looks great. Here's a better look at the chain. I'm pretty sure it's made of metal, which would mean the stick might weigh quite a bit. And this is the back of the stick. You can see the detachable cable connection. Here's a look at the joystick and buttons. I'm not quite sure what joystick and buttons they are using. The joystick does seem very low profile, but some people really like that. And taking a look above me here, there is the hand that's reaching over the top of this fight stick. I think this looks incredible. Here's a look at the inside of this stick. They are using a Brook UFB, which gets a big thumbs up. The wiring is a little bit messy, but I'm assuming you're probably not meant to look inside of this thing. Well, why would you want to see inside Pandora's box? So that kind of makes sense. There are a lot of LEDs here, and this thing is very bright, and that gives it that really spooky effect. I'm wondering too if the joystick seems like it's a little shorter just because the wood is so thick. Look at how thick the case is here. This thing's probably sturdy as all get out. From a purely functional perspective, I don't think that this stick is suited for tournament use, but from a design perspective, the artwork and the theme here, I love it. This would have actually stood a chance at winning Fight Sticks of the Month for my Halloween themed October episode, considering it fits the theme so well. The kicker here is that Russ doesn't normally build fight sticks. And Russ, if this is your first or second fight stick, it is amazing. It's leagues above what I would have expected. Please keep building fight sticks. Join the Reddit Fight Sticks community. I can't wait to see what's next because this is awesome. Next up here is the fight stick made by Johnny Freys. Now, Johnny is well known for loud and expressive fight sticks, and this one here fits that bill perfectly. The front of the stick here has a city skyline and Anakin's name in graffiti art. The city skyline artwork continues onto the back panel. I love the rendition of Anakin here, and I really like this lime green gasket. It ties in nicely with the buttons and bat top. The side panels of this are made of wood, and check out the engraving on it. The amount of detail is insane. For an interesting twist here, on the corners of this fight stick, there are little Buddhas, and I think that's pretty cool. The artwork on the top of this stick is insane. That is Anakin there. They've made him look incredibly badass, and the green eyes tie in with the bat top and the buttons. And the awesome artwork continues on the bottom as well. Now, taking a look, I think that these are foam pads here, these green foam pads. If they're not, let me know in the comments below. And there's also feet on this stick. I think this would be very stable sitting on your lap. Now, something I don't often see in Johnny Freys' stick are clear panels on the back of them so you can see inside. And taking a look on the inside here, I'm glad they included this clear panel. The wiring is incredibly clean. And let's check out those parts. First up, on the joystick, they've got an auto DIY kit, and he's mixed that with a BitBang Gaming Shuriken JLF PCB, which is amazing. And the buttons that are used are Quamba Gravities. From a functional perspective, this stick is looking pretty good. And if you are curious, this stick also has built-in LEDs. Now, for the design of this stick, overall, it is very loud, and I was looking at this, and the corners of it do look sharp, and Anakin actually mentioned that as well. He said this stick was very sharp. Johnny said the stick was made to be kind of like a weapon, and I can see that here. This stick looks very dangerous, both figuratively and literally. Now, fortunately on this stick, Johnny was probably aware of that, and that's why you can see where the design of the spike is. It's a little off center here from where your hand would be, where your arm would be, so you might not risk accidentally stabbing yourself. Overall, I love this stick. I think Johnny did an amazing job designing it, and he continues on impressing. This stick looks fierce, it looks intimidating, and it looks dangerous, because it is. Last up here, we have the stick from Daniel's Spies, and this one has a lot going on for it. From a technical perspective, I don't even know where to start. I'm not even joking here, this stick has pretty much everything built into it, even lasers. Yes, there are lasers in this stick, and there's a button to activate them. It even has a built-in smoke machine. This image has not been digitally edited. That's actually smoke coming out of the stick, and that's actually what it looks like. This thing is crazy. It has a pretty cool custom Anakin logo on the top, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his speaker as well. If you take a look at the sides of this, I'm going to get into this in just a second here, but the sides don't look to be sharp. They look to be well padded. On the top panel of this stick in the center towards the bottom, there's actually a screen here. And the screen works, and it has an animated version of Anakin's logo. This thing has layers upon layers upon layers. The main joystick they're using here is the Samitsu Bullet Lever. It's the Nobi Pro Edition. I actually have one I'm in the process of reviewing, and it's a very good joystick. It's got built-in LEDs, it's got a battery indicator, and I don't even really know what that's for. And it also has an Odin V2, so this is kind of the best in both worlds when it comes to controls. You've got your joystick and you have your WASD setup. So looking at this top panel on the artwork, they've done an excellent job blending Anakin into the background. I love the red and black effect here. It matches the stick perfectly. It suits everything really nice. For the buttons, they have start, select, and lasers. There's also a smoke button, because why not? And for voltage here, I don't even know what this is for either. So we've got a battery indicator and a voltage indicator, and I don't even know what these things are for, but I am very curious to find out. Overall, I am really intrigued with this one. Now, taking a look at the design of this stick from a styling perspective, it's got a lot of curves and a lot of edges. It's very loud. Well, probably literally as well, considering there's a speaker built in. And it does look very heavy considering it's huge. To me, this looks to be better suited to sit on a table or a desktop as opposed to your lap. Now, taking a look at the inside of this stick, and well, there is a lot going on here. The wiring is a little bit messy, but at the same time, I kind of want to give them a free pass considering there are so many components. But I will say this, if something goes wrong in this stick, it might take a little bit of time to diagnose the problem and figure out what it is and actually fix it. If you haven't noticed this already from a purely technical perspective, I'm kind of geeking out about this one just a little bit. Now, for the competition, out of these 3 sticks, there could only be one winner. Anakin ended up choosing Daniel's stick, and I can see why. From my perspective here, if I had to choose a winner, it would actually be very difficult. I think from a technical perspective, I would choose Daniel's stick. From a competition perspective, something I would take to tournaments, I would choose Johnny's stick. And now something I would display on my shelf from an artwork perspective, especially around Halloween time, I'd be choosing Russ's stick all day. At the end of the day, these are 3 amazing sticks. I think the creators did a great job and they should be very proud of themselves. I also recommend checking out that Redbull video. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if I'm not mistaken here, these are all 3 YouTubers. I think they're going to be posting videos of the builds of these sticks. So I'll link their channels below. Feel free to follow them, subscribe to them, and keep your eye open for their videos on their stick builds. Anyways, that is all I've got for this video. Let me know which of these 3 sticks is your favorite in the comments below. What did you like about them? What didn't you like about them? If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my other videos. Thank you, everyone. Take care.